what were your medical bill expenses? What were they? $200,000. And Whataburger, without a blink, was prepared to write a check. Wow. Well, folks, I'll tell you what, there's the story there. And Kevin, if you do get a chance to talk to high schools, will you try to take that chance and go out and tell these young folks about distracted driving and about texting? All right. Well, Kevin Hicks, thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing your real life, real story with us. We really appreciate you.
And Kevin, go back to writing those jokes as well as some more songs.
Yeah, I want to hear some songs.
All right. Folks, Kevin Nix, Liberty Hill, Texas. Thank you, Kevin. Folks, stay tuned as we come back. We're going to talk about things that are in the news dealing with families. This is 6:20 a.m. KEXB, Experts in Business. Well, what do you guys think?
That was really good.
Good real life, real story?
Yeah.
Good
Especially
real life,
for like
real
a
story?
last
Yeah,
minute
yeah.
thing.
That's amazing that they do that.
Yeah. $200,000 in medical bills.
Yeah, the extra minute helped.
Yes. Thank you, Travius. Oh, yeah.
Want to take a selfie with him? Yeah.
All right, we finally, I think, have this working. It's been a challenge the last 2 days to try and make sure our technology is working. But we are on the show this morning. It's Tuesday morning. We already had Christian Benavides on from Allen High School. He was our student of the week. We had Kevin Nix on, real story, real real people, real lives. And I mean, his story is amazing. I wish you guys could hear the telephone caller call in. He called in from Liberty Hill, Texas. He was at a stoplight. His phone went off, so he reached down to grab it and look at the text and didn't realize he put his foot on the gas. At the same time, it was on the brakes. He rolled into the intersection, got hit by a semi-truck, T-boned. Had to go into a surgery immediately. In fact, they pronounced him dead at the scene. An off-duty officer brought him back to life and saved his life, and he has been struggling ever since. He not been able to work. He's going in front of a disability hearing to see if he can draw disability. But he doesn't give up. He's still excited. And I'll tell you, the community cheer side of that is the fact that Whataburger, the company his wife works for, offered to write a check for $200,000 to pay for his medical expenses, but also to help pay for his mortgage and electric bills. And this all happened 2 days after Christmas. And so Whataburger stepping up for their employees and trying to help them out and provide a little community cheer. So we want to tip our hats to them as well. We're going to go into some family news here in just a second and share some news with you on what's going on in the world. So thank you for staying tuned, and we're going to have this technology thing whooped, I promise. All right, so you got some family news, Dr. Reed?
Got a few things here.
Okay.
Is it family news from your corporation or from your business?
No.
No, it's just from the internet.
Oh.
Just,
Like world
Yeah.
news or
yeah, world
Texas
news.
news
One story is about an
Like what I
adoption. Pardon?
Like what I did, the news?
no, that's funny. You did funny.
I
news.
did funny
That's
news.
Friday.
No,
Oh, this Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Isn't
what I
it-
thought.
Is
So
funny
it's due
news,
by this Thursday, right?
is funny
Yes.
news still Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I know
Okay.
Coach Smith is calling in Friday, so I didn't know what all Friday was gonna be.
We don't either. It'll be fun.
I got
Fridays.
all the numbers for the community cheer that I was assigned to. I just have to call them.
Good.
I got like 2 malls and then, or 2 malls, the Gaylord and Ronald McDonald House Charities. I emailed them, but
I emailed
Haven't
this
heard
chick from
anything.
Dillard's. See how that goes.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't always get back to you as quickly as you would like. But they'll
Yeah,
get
that's
back
why
to
I
you.
did it yesterday. I
I
wanted
have-
to do it early.
I have like really good connections at Champs because I used to work there,
Okay.
and I know like the district manager because I was 16 when I started, and my sales are better than every employee.
Yeah.
So I got to transfer locations from Oklahoma to here to Dallas to Galleria. They let me do a lot at 16.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
So I know them. Is that someone I can
Yeah.
talk to?
Sure.
Oh, then I'm doing that. I don't care about the Dillard's chick anymore. I'm good then. Okay. Perfect. The funny news is gonna be hilarious. I mean, is it family news? Like, is it funny or is it?
Is this serious today?
Yeah, this is more serious. It's
Oh.
interesting
Friday
stuff
will
that's
be
happened that relates to the
Friday's
news.
I know I'm here Friday.
Yeah.
Personal interest stories, that type of thing.
Oh, okay. wish I could say something.
You know, Dr. B, I want to break out in song and play the air guitar over here, and I love hearing that music come on. So, folks, good morning. You're waking up with JP and Dr. B. Thanks for joining in with us. What an incredible morning we've had. We've had an unbelievably great student with a true civic mind in Christian Benavides from Allen High School. We had Kevin Nix on with his Real People, Real Story, and I'll tell you what, if that didn't bring you to tears, it sure did me in the studio. I mean, just an amazing story of what just looking down at a text for just a second can cost you a lifetime of sometime memories and now physical pain and some emotional pain. But hopefully Kevin's going to turn that around and pass that on to other students, and through his comedy and through his songs, be able to show people that, hey, you know what? It's pretty darn important to pay attention to what you're doing when you're driving.
That's something that everyone needs to hear, especially early.
It is, and not only texting, but we've been reminded with the rain we've had recently of watching out where you're driving, and if there are blocks in the road, don't go around them. Don't drive into water. It's just amazing to me that people would do that, but we don't realize the power of it. So yeah, pay attention while you're out there driving this morning, and be careful. Mainly be careful because your family is counting on you. So
absolutely. And so we've had a great show this morning. If you can catch us on YouTube, we finally got YouTube to work this morning, and so we will have that posted for you this morning after the show. But Dr. B, I tell you what, we have a sponsor we want to talk about.
Yes, we do. And the Bridging Hearts Counseling Center, compassion is the starting point for meaningful systemic change, and psychodrama naturally fosters compassion by literally putting the family into each other's shoes. If you're looking for a way to make a real-life change for yourself, your family, or your clients, plan on attending the second annual Psychodrama and Sociometry Conference at Collin College, Prestonwood campus, and it's December 3rd and 4th. That's this week. This year's conference is designed for those who are new to psychodrama, who have extensive experience, or somewhere in between. Join Bridging Heart Psychodrama Training Institute and ETTI for workshops on families or couples, food empowerment, personal growth, psychodrama 101, sociometry, and spirituality. There are workshop offerings to meet all attendees' needs, and there's still room for you. Visit bridginghearts.com for all the details.
All right. So I mean, tell you what, folks, if you get out there December 3rd and 4th, that'd be pretty fantastic. I want to go see what psychodrama can do for me.
Well, it's an amazing intervention. It really is. It's lots of fun, too.
Now, Dr. B, do you know what happened 60 years ago?
60 years ago, Callie was born. Oh, no, wait. No,
The judge was born. Really, Jackson? The judge was born? I mean, Jackson, who's got no teeth and has gray hair? That wouldn't be me, Jackson.
Well, was that when I went to college? 60 years ago?
No, 60 years ago is the anniversary of the Montgomery bus boycott, when Rosa Parks decided enough's enough and I'm not moving my seat. 1955, and November 30th.
That is amazing. 60 years.
60 years ago. And, you know, what's interesting is that the Montgomery bus line is mostly ridden by African Americans, is what the article says. This is an article by WSFA out of Alabama. And what they talk about is that, you know, segregation, of course, is not a problem, and they don't really face legalized segregation anymore on the bus system. But the public transportation is declining in that area, they say. But to celebrate Rosa Parks and her boycotting of the Montgomery bus line, they're trying to improve that, they say.
Absolutely. Well, and a good thing to do. You know, I read an interesting story. It comes from ABC News recently. It's one of those that kind of, you know, we've talked to Kevin Nix and how that touches you. This one is a story about Doug and Leslie Facey of Paradise, Newfoundland, and they adopted a 4-year-old boy named Krill from Kazakhstan in September, and it took them 3 years to get the process through. But when they adopted the young boy, he didn't have a right hand. He was born without a right hand. So, you know, that's not amazing in itself, except when they brought him home and met Doug's father. It's interesting, Doug's father, the boy's grandfather, doesn't have a right hand either.
Oh my gosh.
And it was the first time that this little boy had ever met anybody
like him.
like him. And so
Special.
they bonded almost immediately. and said that they are fast friends, and they have a special greeting. Instead of the fist bump, they do a stump bump.
Oh no,
When they
not a
meet each
stump
other.
about. Is that politically correct?
For them, yeah, I think that's really cool. You know
think
that.
well, you're the
yeah.
counselor. You could tell us. I mean, no
The boy-
emotional scarring on that.
No emotional scarring. They're actually using what many people would say, is a disability. They're actually using it as something positive. Both the grandfather and now the grandson, both missing right hands, and when they do, that's a greeting that nobody else. You talk about a secret handshake, man. Not
Boy,
many
isn't
people
that for
can
sure.
do that one. So I thought that was a cool story.
A special bond.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and then Callie, what kind of advice would you have for college students as they get ready to enter into the 2 weeks of finals coming up?
Stay positive. I know it's stressful. Me and Malaysia, we're here. We're super stressed. This week and next week is our last week of the semester, and we are to our head in stress. We are so stressed. So just stay calm, get plenty of sleep, study, but also take breaks while you're studying. Don't cram studying, 2 hours before the test. Just be very calm. You can do it. Push through.
So, Malaysia, what about you? What advice do you have to offer?
I would have to say to really just buckle down and don't procrastinate, because your test is due Thursday or whatever you have to do, and that time comes so fast, and you never know whenever something may come up and you have to handle this task, and it's like, whoa, I waited to the last minute, so now I'm screwed.
Yeah, what I do, I go through, every day, I'll go through every class and say, okay, for this class, I need to get this done. For this class, this done. Make a list. And then have it done 2 days before it's due. So when it's due, you don't have to worry about it. It's already done.
Now for test, I would say study the day of, just to refresh your brain, because I have it bad. I studied a couple days before, and then when
And you
it's time,
forget.
I forget everything.
I do too. I'm not going to lie. But study the whole day, not just
Right.
an hour before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, some advice from our college interns as we get ready for finals. Jackson, are you ready for finals now?
Of course. And it's cheap. It's like
Ramen
60 cents.
noodles, brain food. I'll tell you what. Thank you for that action, Jackson. Ramen noodles.
You're right. You're right.
And then she's going to jump on board and say he's right.
Well, he is right.
That sounds like somebody who's been to college to me.
Yeah, lots of sodium.
I
ramen noodles.
remember those days.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, folks, I'll tell you what. I've got a quick story, Dr. B, from McKinney, Texas. This is one that really makes you want to say, we're pretty blessed out there. Dog thanks rescuer in most dog-like ways. This is from ABC News. A man and a dog in Texas have something to be especially thankful for this weekend. The two were rescued from floodwaters Friday after police and fire crews responded in McKinney, Texas, and they caught it all on video. When the crews arrived, they discovered the man was in chest-deep waters with the dog on his shoulders. That's right, he put him up on his shoulders. The dog had been missing for more than a year and was found in a storm drain.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it?
So with the help of a ladder truck, a firefighter was lowered to where the two were and hoisted them back to safety. The dog expressed his gratitude in a very dog-like fashion by licking the man all over when he got him out of the water.
Why is it we're always touched by dog stories more than human stories? It still
Dogs are
amazes
better.
me.
Dogs are better.
Well, I think that was kind of a human and a dog story,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah, for the
So
man to
sweet.
put the dog on his shoulders, to
Yeah.
put him up, keep him high.
Yeah.
That was
Well, folks, we're going to continue our 24 days of community cheer we started today. We're going to have the Salvation Army on tomorrow and talk about how you might be able to help them out just a tad bit. We're also going to be talking about how to reduce your stress in the holiday season, and Dr. Bateman's going to break out his expertise on that and help us all reduce our stress. And we're going to be excited because we're getting ready for Family 4-Pack on Thursday. We're going to give away a 4-pack to Sea Life Aquarium. The magic word, Dr. B?
Christmas tree.
And so you'll call in Thursday, 214-787-1160.
All right, goodbye.
Have a good day. We'll see you later. All right, let's put this computer back together and everything.
I know.
Malaysia, computer's back together.
Gotcha.
Oops. Gosh, dang it, we forgot to say Brian Glenn and the DFW. Blah, blah, blah. Dr. B.
Yeah,
You've got to remind me, Dr. B.
I will try to do better and remind myself to pay attention.
Did you want to say goodbye?
Looking at